Anthony Geary wasn't born into Hollywood glamour. He clawed his way up from the heartland. Born in Colville, Utah, to devout Mormon parents, young Tony grew up in a world far removed from the glitz of primetime drama. A theater scholarship to the University of Utah ignited his passion, but ditching his Mormon roots for the wild streets of 1970s Los Angeles, that took guts. Picture this, a lanky kid from the mountains trading hymns for headshots, hustling bit parts on shows like The Partridge Family, All in the Family, and The Young and the Restless. Geary's early grind built the grit that defined Luke Spencer. He wasn't handed stardom, he fought for it, appearing in guest spots on the Mod Squad and even moonlighting in films like Johnny Got His Gun. Fans, think about the resilience, rejecting a predictable life for the uncertainty of acting in an era when soaps were dismissed as women's TV. By 1978, when General Hospital called, Geary was primed to explode. This Utah boy was about to become daytime's ultimate bad boy. His pre-GH roles honed a chameleon-like talent, charming one minute, menacing the next. That versatility, it was no accident. Geary once shared in interviews how theater taught him to command a stage, a skill that translated perfectly to the intimate chaos of soap sets. Without those hungry years, no Luke, no cultural phenomenon. 1978, General Hospital was a sleepy ABC soap, churning out nurse romances in Port Charles. Enter Anthony Geary as Luke Spencer, a rapist, mobster, and anti-hero who should have been booed off screen. Instead, revolution. Luke wasn't your clean-cut prince. He was raw, dangerous, a product of Geary's edgy improv and the writer's bold risks. Day one, he schemed, seduced, and shot his way into viewers' hearts. Brutal, yes. Addictive? Absolutely. Geary transformed Luke from villain to icon. Early arcs had him running rackets with his sister Bobby, clashing with the elite Quartermaines. But the pivot? His twisted romance with Laura Weber, played by the luminous Jeannie Francis. Their chemistry crackled dark, obsessive, unapologetic. By 1980, fans weren't just watching, they were obsessed. Geary's Luke embodied the era's anti-establishment vibe, post-Vietnam cynicism meets disco excess. Behind the scenes, Geary pushed boundaries. He ad-libbed lines, demanded deeper material, and clashed with producers over Luke's soul. I didn't want a cartoon villain, he reportedly said. That authenticity hooked a generation, turning GH from niche to must-see TV. Women loved his swagger. Men envied his freedom. Luke Spencer wasn't acting. He was a cultural earthquake. November 16th, 1981, 30 million tuned in for Luke and Laura's wedding, the highest-rated soap episode ever, outpacing even presidential addresses. Elizabeth Taylor crashed as Helena Cassadine, cursing the bride. Pure magic. An era of closeted stars, he came out proudly, advocating LGBTQ+ visibility. His arc inspired countless actors. Geary's influence? Massive. He professionalized soaps, pushing budgets for effects, location shoots in Yugoslavia for the Cassadines. Ratings peaked at 14 million weekly. Economically, GH generated billions for ABC. Culturally, Luke memes still trend. Geary guarded his inner world like Luke guarded secrets. Openly gay since the 90s, he married Claudio Gama, his rock, for over 3 decades. Gama's heartbreak, quote, "Post-death, Tony was my friend, companion, husband. A shock to us all. They split time between Netherlands farms and LA, shunning tabloids. Geary collected antiques, restored mansions, lived off-grid. No kids, but family was GH cast. Reunions with Jeannie, parties with Jack Wagner. He mentored newbies, warning of fame's toll, health, private till end. Routine surgery in Amsterdam turned fatal on December 14th, 2025. Tributes poured. Jeannie Francis wept on Instagram, my Luke, forever. Colleagues hailed his kindness amid intensity. Geary's queer trailblazing mattered. In Mormon Utah roots, coming out was rebellion. He championed AIDS causes in the 80s when soaps ignored it. Personal life fueled art. Luke's vulnerability echoed Geary's depth. 2017 exit stunned fans. Luke killed off in a boat explosion. Geary, 43 years, time for Europe. But whispers, contract disputes, burnout from 72-hour weeks. He returned for cameos like 2022 reunions, proving pull, post-retirement, vineyard life, painting, zero regrets. Luke was my gift to the world, he reflected. COVID isolated him, but 2024 Emmys honored GH's 60th. Geary skipped, health waning. Final Instagram, Amsterdam Canal's cryptic, grateful for the ride. Foreshadowing, December 15th, 2025, TMZ drops the bomb. Geary dead at 78 from surgery complications. Fox, USA Today, Tribune Echo, Amsterdam procedure.